Coffee or energy drinks? Pick your boost. Coffee and energy drinks are great for people who need a boost. They both provide energy, but they're different in how they work, taste, and affect your body. Let's see which drink is best for you. First, consider their origins. Coffee is made from roasted coffee beans, which are grown in regions like South America and Africa. You brew it with hot water, and it has been around for centuries. Energy drinks are a modern creation. Companies mix things like caffeine, sugar, and vitamins to make energy drinks. Their taste also sets them apart. Coffee is mostly bitter, though it can be softened with milk or sugar for a pleasant sip. It can be served hot or cold. And a warm mug of coffee often feels like a hug. Energy drinks are cold, carbonated, and sweet like soda. Some enjoy their candy-like flavor, while others might find it too strong.
Before our article, we have a warm-up quiz. The question is, which of the following words best describes the taste of coffee? A. Juicy. B. Salty. C. Bitter. D. Crispy.
You have 15 seconds to think about it. Time's up.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Elsie.
So today's article is about coffee or energy drinks. Pick your boost. I think this is definitely important for adults.
Yes, I definitely need my morning coffee every day.
Yes, me too. Or sometimes for me, I sometimes drink tea as well. But which one do you guys prefer? Well, I don't know if you can really drink this, but we could take a look at today's article to learn a little bit more. It says, coffee and energy drinks are great for people who need a boost. Boost here just means to make something increase. So like in this sentence, it means like a boost of energy or an increase of energy.
Boost 这个名词呢是推动力或是激励。那这边呢在讲的就是说啊，咖啡跟这个能量饮料是很适合人们喝一杯喝一口来提神的。So which one do you prefer, Tiffany?
Definitely coffee, because I think for me, energy drinks give me too much of a boost, so I don't really drink that. But next, the article says they both provide energy, but they're different in how they work, taste, and affect your body. Let's see which drink is best for you. Okay, here it says, first, consider their origins. Now, an origin here is a noun, and it means the point from which something starts or where something comes from. For example, some of the origins of the English language comes from Latin, French, or the German language. Now, we can also use it in a sentence like this. Tea ceremonies have their origins in China, where monks use tea to stay awake during meditations.
Origin 这个名词呢是来源或是起源，那它的形容词呢我们要一起学起来哦。形容词的形式是 original， 指的就是原创的或是最初的。那放在句子里面呢，我们可以说 We had to change the original plan because of the weather. 我们因为天气的状态而改变了原本的计划。
Next, the article then says, coffee is made from roasted coffee beans, which are grown in regions like South America and Africa.
Ooh, I like the smell of roasted coffee beans.
Yeah, especially in the morning, right? It really wakes me up. Before we look at the word roasted, let's actually look at the phrase A, B, made from B. Okay, this means that something is created by using a specific material or ingredient. So, for example, t-shirts, which is A, are made from cotton, B.
A 当作主词，然后后面 be 动词带出来，再加上过去分词 made 以及 from B， 那就是 A 是由 B 制成的。那这个是经过化学的变化哦。那如果你说那只是经过物理变化，比如说戒指是黄金制的啦，桌子是木头制的啦，这样子的形式我们该怎么使用呢？我们可以说 A, B, made of B。好，像是呢 The ring is made of gold, 那就是这枚戒指是黄金制成的，那就只有物理的变化，没有化学的变化。
Ooh, beautiful. Now we mentioned that we liked the smell of roasted coffee beans in the morning. Roasted here is a verb and it means to heat nuts or coffee beans so that they become drier and browner. Because actually real coffee beans aren't brown like we usually see them. They come from a plant, so they're actually kind of green. So it goes through this process of roasting to become brown, and then it turns into the coffee that we drink today. We can use roasted in a sentence like this. On Christmas, my family loves to roast chestnuts in the fireplace.
Roast 这个动词呢是烘焙或是烘烤，那后面可以接上咖啡豆啦，或是坚果类的东西。那在课文里面你看到 roasted， 它是一个过去分词做形容词用的使用方式，那就是烘烤的。So we can actually roast a lot of stuff, right?
That's right.
Like roasted chestnuts, 烤栗子，刚刚 Tiffany 有提到的，或是 roasted chicken, 烤鸡。Roasted vegetables, 烤蔬菜也是一道很美味的菜肴。
Yeah, that's right. And usually we can like roast turkey as well for Thanksgiving. So
yum.
Lots of yummy things to roast. Article then says you brew it with hot water and it has been around for centuries. So this is talking about how we make coffee basically. We usually brew a cup of coffee. When you brew something, it means just to make a hot drink of tea. It could be coffee or even hot chocolate as well.Brew
这个动词呢是煮或是冲泡 So you can brew coffee 煮咖啡 brew tea 泡茶或是 brew beer 酿啤酒也可以用到这个动词哦。
Very cool. Okay, next let's take a look at energy drinks. Now here it says energy drinks are a modern creation.
Creation 这个名词呢是创造物或是产物，我们也可以说 invention 就是发明物的意思。Ooh, energy drinks.
Yeah.
When was the last time I had one?I
haven't had one in a very, very long time.
Yeah, probably like 20 years ago when I was in
college, when we were trying to study for school, right?
Yeah.
I think it gives me too much energy now, so I don't really drink that anymore. There's also something I think a little bit bad about it that I don't really like, but we're going to learn a bit more about it in the article.
Okay,
so it says here, companies mix things like caffeine, sugar, and vitamins to make energy drinks. Okay, so here, caffeine is basically the thing that we find in coffee or tea, and this is what makes us feel very active or awake when we drink these things. Here, vitamin is a noun, and it is a natural substance found in food, and it is an essential part of what humans and animals need in order to grow and to stay healthy. So, for example, if you need vitamin C, then you can eat kiwis and oranges. They're a great source of vitamin C. We can also use vitamin in a sentence like this. It says, it's important to eat your fruits and vegetables in order to receive proper nutrition and vitamins.
OK, 我们来整理一下咯。首先看到的 caffeine, 它是名词，代表咖啡因。So sometimes you just want the taste of coffee, but you don't want the caffeine, right? So you order a decaf. 所以当你进到咖啡店，你说 I'll have a decaf.Please， 那就是我要一杯无咖啡因的咖啡，谢谢。还要再来 vitamin 是名词，维他命或是维生素。前面主词放上，比如说一种食物，后面接上 be rich in vitamins， 那就是这种食物是富含维他命的。所以呢，我们可以说 oranges are rich in vitamin C， 橘子富含维他命 C。Oh,
I like that decaf idea. I forget that I can order that as well.
Right.
If you love the smell of coffee or you want just, the taste of coffee, you can order decaf.
Yeah, so is it still called coffee if you order decaf?
Yeah, I think so, because it still comes from the coffee beans, right?
Okay, but without caffeine.
Yes, that's good, though, or else you won't be able to sleep at night.
Right.
Okay, so back to the energy drinks, the article then says, their taste also sets them apart. Okay, when you set something apart, it just means you show someone or something that they're different or that they're special in their own ways.Set
something or somebody apart from 后面再接上一个人或是一个东西，那就是使点点点与点点点不同。好，所以我们说呢，它们的味道是不一样的。
Yeah, totally. Sometimes energy drinks, for me, they taste just like sugar.
Yes,
sugared water.
Sugar.
Too much sugar. So I also have been trying to cut out sugar in my diet, so I don't really drink sugar. That's why energy drinks now aren't really my thing.So I prefer coffee. Let's continue reading. It says, coffee is mostly bitter. though it can be softened with milk or sugar for a pleasant sip. Okay, so here we saw the word bitter. Bitter is an adjective and it means having a strong, unpleasant taste. It's not sweet. For example, dark chocolate or bitter melon and sometimes green tea have this like kind of bitter taste. We can also use it in a sentence like this. The little kid made a face when he ate something bitter.
OK, 所以 bitter 这个形容词是有苦味的或是苦的。所以呢，我们的 warm-up quiz 里头的题目，同学们还记得吗？ A. Juicy 是多汁的 B. Salty 咸的 C. Bitter 就是苦的再来还有 D. Crispy 是酥脆的 So the correct answer is C. Bitter 有苦味的或是苦的
Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Did you guys get that right? Okay, so yeah, there are some other adjectives to describe coffee as well. Like you can describe coffee as being sweet or acidic.
What does that mean?
Which means sour, actually. So sometimes when you drink coffee, you might think, oh, it's kind of sour. We can use acidic to describe that. Then you also have nutty as well. Fruity, chocolatey, earthy, strong. Sometimes spicy can also be used to describe coffee, but the spicy in coffee means more like the taste of spices like pepper or thyme. Yeah. So what kinds of coffee flavors do you like?
I like coffee with a fruity flavor. Like a smell of passion fruit or maybe orange.
That smells delicious.
Yes.
I usually enjoy, I like nutty or chocolatey.
Oh, like hazelnut kind of coffee?
Yes, I love hazelnut coffee, and it smells delicious as well.
OK, 那在这边呢，我们还看到今天的文法重点。Let's take a look. 好，在今天的 Language in Focus 当中，我们要讲到 though 的用法。首先呢，我们要知道 though 它可以作为 adverb， 也就是副词，通常置于句尾，表示不过，但是可以放在这样子的句子里头 The weather was cold. It was nice for a walk though. 好，代表天气很冷，不过蛮适合散步的。那第二个我们要知道的是though 也可以作为从属连接词，表示虽然或是尽管，用以连接两个子句。而且呢，可放句首或句中都是 OK 的。那放句首的时候呢，though 带领的从属子句后方需要加上逗号跟主要子句隔开。放句中的时候，如果不用特别强调 though 所带领的从属子句，前方则是不需要加上逗号咯。那我们现在把 though 放在句首，造一个例句。Though Mia was tired, she stayed up to finish her homework. 虽然 Mia 很累，但是她还是熬夜完成了作业。那放到句中的例句也给同学们一个咯。He joined the game, though he didn't know the rules. 他参加了游戏，虽然他不懂规则。
All right, well, welcome back to the article. Let's continue looking at some of the words we learned here. So previously we learned about how coffee has like a bitter taste, but we can also make it taste better by adding milk or sugar for a pleasant sip. We saw the word sip here as well, and sip is a noun and it means a very small amount of a drink that you take into your mouth. So it's like taking very, very small like things of like water or something like that. So for example, we can say, the teacher took a small sip of water before starting class. Because maybe if you drink a lot, you might have to use the bathroom.
Right. Sip 这个名词呢是一小口的液体。那如果你要搭配动词的话，可以是 take a sip。所以如果有朋友买一杯新的饮料 Can I take a sip? Can I take a sip? 我可以喝一口看看吗？好，你可以这么说。
That's right. Let's continue reading. The article says, it can be served hot or cold. And a warm mug of coffee often feels like a hug. That's right. I totally agree with the sentence. Usually we can drink coffee hot or cold. If you're drinking it hot, though, you must put it in a mug or else your hands will really burn from it. A mug is basically, it's a noun. It's a tall cup for drinking from. And the reason why I said you should put it in a mug is because a mug has a handle. So you won't burn your hands with it. You can hold it from the side. For example, there's a lot of coffee mugs. Like when you go to Starbucks, people might buy a lot of coffee mugs from Starbucks because they have like these collectibles from every city. So yeah, that's a mug. We can also use mug in a sentence like this. Since it's a really cold day today, we decided to make some hot chocolate in our mugs to stay warm.
Mug, M-U-G 这个单字指的就是马克杯，所以呢，英文念起来跟中文是一样的，可以这么说哈 mug. 好，再来呢，我们要讲到的就是这个暖暖的一杯马克杯的咖啡，就可以让人家觉得好像被抱住了一般。So it feels warm, kind of feeling like somebody's holding you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, here, have a good day, kind of that kind of feeling. Next, it says energy drinks are cold, carbonated, and sweet like soda. Okay, so when something is carbonated, it just basically means that these drinks have small bubbles from the carbon dioxide. So when you drink it, it kind of feels like you're drinking soda, basically.
是的，所以呢 carbonated 这个形容词就是饮料含二氧化碳的或是有气泡的。
Yeah. Did you know did you try something called a cold brew with sparkling water? Have you ever done that before?
And it's coffee?
Yeah, it's coffee.
Oh, wow.
It's
I've
actually
never done that before.
pretty good. And it's
Cool.
really refreshing on a hot summer day. So
Can you get one in Starbucks?
Yeah, I don't know, but I can make one for you.
Really? How
Yes,
nice.
yes. So I've tried that before. If you want a mix of both, that's something that you can do. Lastly, the article then says, some enjoy their candy-like flavor, while others might find it too strong. So this is referring back to the energy drinks. So yes, for me, I feel like the energy drinks are a little bit too sweet and they give me too much energy. So yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, and it sounds not healthy.
Yeah, I don't
know if it's really unhealthy, but it sounds like
I think so,
that,
because it
yeah.
has a lot of sugar. So make sure you drink it in moderation.
right. 同学们不想错过更多精彩的 English for You 内容，就赶快订阅我们的 YouTube channel， 还有追踪 Facebook。Alright, so this last sentence also leads us to today's For You chat. The question is, which do you prefer, coffee or energy drinks? Why?
Okay. I think I definitely prefer coffee or
Me
tea.
too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually drink a little bit more tea, but I don't mind having a nice cup of coffee. There's something about drinking coffee that makes you feel good. It feels like a hug, and it feels like you're going to have a great day or something.
Right, I need my morning coffee to help me stay awake.
Yeah.
Or to wake me up.
Oh, that's right. Because you
Right.
have a very busy day sometimes.
And then I can stay focused.
How many cups of coffee do you drink per day?
Guess
2?
3.
Okay, that's kind of healthy.
Yeah, I just had my third coffee today.
Okay, wow. All right, so what about you guys? Do you prefer to drink coffee or energy drinks? Please share with us and let us know. We still have some more to talk about in day 2, so don't forget to stay tuned. But that's all the time that we have for today. We'll see you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Origin. Do you know the origin of this festival? I don't know much about its history. Roast. Sarah prefers to roast her coffee beans at home for a fresher taste, rather than buying them. Vitamin. We mainly get vitamin D from the sun through our skin, but it is also often added to milk. Bitter. My grandma loves drinking bitter black coffee in the morning, but I prefer mine with milk and sugar. Sip. David took a small sip of water before he began his long and important speech. Mug. Ken forgot his mug at home, so he used a paper cup during the meeting.
智慧小补帖
Boost. Brew. Creation. Caffeine. Caffeine. Carbonated.